All right, so get this. 1966 World Cup, right?
Right.
Weeks away.
Yep.
England's all set. Everyone's excited.
Right. Huge deal.
And then, boom,
What?
the Jules Rimet Trophy. Gone.
You're...
Stolen.
Yeah.
Vanished.
Serious.
That's where we're starting our deep dive today.
Wow.
England's legendary win in 66. But man, it wasn't easy.
No, I bet not. That's wild, just the trophy being nicked.
I know, right? It wasn't just some news story.
Yeah.
It was like the whole country went into meltdown.
Makes sense.
Like someone stole a piece of their, I don't know, their pride or something.
Yeah, right when they're about to show off to the whole world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, on top of that,
What else?
Bobby Moore, their captain,
Oh, yeah.
almost didn't even play.
You're kidding. Why?
Contract dispute.
Bobby Moore. Well, he was, what, heart and soul of that team.
Right. Super talented, natural leader, but
Oh,
bit of a strong personality.
yeah, clashes with authority.
Led to this whole standoff with his club, West Ham.
I see.
So tell me, how did this contract thing almost stop him playing in the World Cup?
Well, back then, FIFA was strict.
Right.
Only players actually signed to a club, professional, who could play for their country,
Makes sense.
and Moore's contract, expiring right before the tournament.
So he was what, basically a free agent?
Basically, yeah. So not eligible.
No way. So England, first time hosting,
Yeah.
whole nation's hopes on their shoulders,
Been intense.
and their captain, the main guy, might not even play.
Nightmare.
Total nightmare.
Oh, yeah, the press went nuts.
I bet.
Public was in an uproar, total chaos.
What did they do? Who sorted it out?
Everyone was looking to Alf Ramsey, their
Right,
manager.
the mastermind, right? The guy who led them to victory?
Yeah, but this was before all that, so who knew?
True, true. So what did he do? How did he fix it?
Ramsey, clever guy,
Yeah.
on the field, off the field, knew what he was doing.
Oh.
Knew how important Moore was, not just like his skills, but
Yeah.
the leadership, the inspiring thing, So he kind of gambled.
Gambled.
What do you mean?
He didn't try to force them to figure it out right away.
So he just waited.
Well, not just waited. He knew as the World Cup got closer, the pressure would be on both Moore and West Ham.
To make a deal.
Exactly.
Smart.
Risky, though, high stakes.
Yeah, big time.
But it worked.
It did.
Just a few days before kickoff,
No kidding.
Moore signed a short extension with West Ham so he could play.
Phew. What a relief for everyone.
Right.
But still, all that drama right before the biggest tournament of their lives.
Must have been distracting, to say the least.
Yeah, totally. Shows how tough both Moore and Ramsey were, though,
For sure.
to deal with all that and still perform.
Exactly.
But, okay, even with Moore back,
Yeah.
England's journey, not exactly smooth sailing from there.
Nope.
I mean, they had a whole nation counting on them.
Talk about pressure.
So how did they do in those first matches? Good start or what?
Well, first game, Uruguay,
Oh, yeah, tough opponent.
two-time winners, right?
And it was a draw, 0-0.
Ugh, not great.
Not a disaster, but
Not the start they wanted.
not at all. You could feel the tension building.
Yeah.
Fans, players, everyone.
So that draw against Uruguay
Oh.
probably didn't help the nerves.
Nope. But they did manage to win the next two.
Okay, that's something.
Mexico and France, good for morale.
All right.
But the real test, the quarterfinal.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Argentina.
That one was intense, right?
That's putting it mildly. This match was a powder keg.
I've heard stories. What happened? What made it so explosive?
Think aggressive tackles,
Oh,
fouls, players yelling at the ref.
nasty.
Real bad blood between the teams.
So it was more than just a game then.
Oh, yeah. Way more. National pride, maybe even some politics mixed in. And then 35th minute, Ratton, the Argentinian captain,
Yeah.
sent off,
A red card. For what?
arguing with the ref, dissent.
What did he do? Just walk off?
Are you kidding? Ratton was furious.
I bet.
Refused to leave the pitch.
No way.
Yelling at the ref, his teammates all crowded around.
Yeah.
Total chaos. Went on for like 10 minutes,
10 minutes, the game just stopped.
basically. Finally, FIFA officials got involved.
Okay.
Ratton finally left, but still gesturing angry as can be.
Wow. Talk about a near riot.
Crazy moment right there on the pitch.
Incredible. How did England even focus after all that?
Well, they did manage to score late in the game.
Great.
1-0, tough win, but man, that match.
Yeah. Showed the pressure, the intensity.
Oh, absolutely.
Crazy quarterfinal. But they weren't done yet, right?
No, they had Portugal in the semis.
Right.
That's next time, though.
Oh, all right. So we'll pick up there with England facing Portugal and their star player, Eusebio.
Exactly.
Can't wait to dive into that one.
Should be good.
All right, we'll be back soon to continue our look at England's incredible run to World Cup glory.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're back.
Back to England's 1966 World Cup, yep.
Last we left off, they just squeaked by Argentina.
Oh, yeah, that was something else.
More like surviving than playing beautiful football, right?
I mean, sometimes that's what it takes, you know? In a tournament like this.
True, got to do what you got to do to win.
Exactly, those gritty wins.
So then they had Portugal.
Right, in the semis.
Totally different challenge, I bet.
Oh, yeah, complete.
Eusebio with Eusebio, the Black Panther.
Yeah, one of the all-time greats, for sure.
For scoring goals, right?
Tons of them. Legendary speed and skill.
So going into that match, who was favored to win?
A lot of people thought Portugal would take it.
So the pressure was on for England then.
Big time.
Prove they could handle it and actually outplay one of the best.
Exactly. Big test.
Wembley Stadium, that day.
It's been incredible.
The noise, the excitement, everyone knowing history could be made.
No doubt about it.
So set the scene for us. How did that semifinal match play out?
Well, England, they started strong.
Okay.
Bobby Charlton, 2 goals, boom, right in the lead.
Charlton, 2 goals. He was really stepping up in this tournament.
It was crucial. Absolutely crucial.
But I bet Portugal didn't just lie down.
No way. They fought back hard.
Eusebio causing trouble.
You know what? He got one back for Portugal.
So it's getting close.
Last few minutes, super tense.
1-goal lead, clock ticking down, whole country watching.
Nail-biting finish, for sure.
But they held on.
They did. 2-1. England wins.
On to the final. On home soil, incredible.
It really was. Culmination of so much work and dedication.
And for Alf Ramsey, his vision was working.
Yeah, everything coming together.
But the biggest test was still to come.
Oh, yeah, the final. West Germany.
Tough opponent.
Formidable is a good word. Disciplined, tactical.
Knew how to win.
They did. 54 World Cup champs. Won another one bad.
So England up against the reigning champs.
In their own country, no less.
Pressure must have been immense.
Beyond immense. This was for history, you know? For England to finally get the recognition they felt they deserved.
And for West Germany to prove they were the best.
The top dogs.
Wembley Stadium, packed. The world watching. What a stage.
Doesn't get bigger than that.
So tell us, how did this clash of titans unfold? What happened?
Kickoff, noise, excitement, you can imagine.
I bet.
Both teams, kind of cautious at first, feeling each other out.
Tentative.
But so much tension, every pass, every tackle, felt heavy, like it meant everything.
Nerves must have been crazy for both sides.
No doubt. World Cup final, biggest game of their lives.
And for England, that home crowd, the weight of expectation.
Huge. A whole nation hoping, praying for a win.
So how did it start? England come out firing.
It was pretty even, back and forth.
No?
Both teams playing hard, real determination, chances here and there, some great skills on display.
Sounds tense right from the start.
Absolutely. So, 12th minute,
Okay.
Haller, West Germany, scores with a header.
Oh no, so they go behind early.
Tough, especially on home turf. But England, they didn't give up.
Had to fight back.
They kept pushing, looking for that equalizer.
Did they get it? 18th minute,
Yeah.
Hurst scores for England.
Eye game. Back on level terms.
1-1 in the World Cup final. The place must have gone wild.
Electric. The momentum shifted. England starting to control the game, create more chances.
Did they take the lead?
They did, just before halftime.
No way.
Peters scores for England, 2-1.
Going into the break with the lead. What a feeling that must have been.
Incredible, the dream was still alive.
But in football,
Anything can happen.
second half, what happened?
West Germany came out strong. Early in the half, they equalized.
No, how?
Weber, free kick, beautiful goal.
So it's 2-2.
Back to square one, tension building again. Unbearable at this point.
Full time still tied.
Yep, 2-2, we're going to extra time.
Extra time in the World Cup final. Doesn't get much more dramatic than that.
Nope, both teams exhausted, but the stakes even higher now.
And in extra time.
England found something extra.
Really? Dug deep.
They did. 101st minute Hurst, his second goal of the match.
3-2 England. Unbelievable.
Incredible resilience, but West Germany, they didn't give up, kept fighting, almost got another one.
Almost.
Almost, but it wasn't to be. In the dying minutes of extra time. Hurst completes his hat trick, third goal of the game.
A hat trick in the World Cup final. What performance.
Incredible. 4-2, England wins.
Wow. Wembley Stadium must have erupted.
It did. Pure ecstasy, fans going crazy, players celebrating, unbelievable scenes.
What a story, from stolen trophy to extra time in the final.
A roller coaster.
But that victory, it must have meant so much more than just winning a tournament, right?
Absolutely. This was a defining moment for English football, for the whole nation. The impact is still felt today.
We'll have to dive into that legacy in more detail.
Definitely. It's coming up next.
Okay, so we're back, and we've got to talk about the legacy of this win.
1966, yeah, huge for English football.
Still talked about today?
Absolutely. Iconic moment, you know.
A touchstone, like you said, for English sport.
Source of pride definitely shows what's possible.
Oh. But I've also heard people say that 66 was kind of a double-edged sword.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Like, yeah, amazing achievement, brought everyone together, all that.
National euphoria, yeah.
Showed England could win at the highest level.
Exactly. Prove they belonged.
But it also set this, I don't know, this expectation.
Right. The pressure to repeat it.
Which hasn't really happened, has it?
No, not yet, anyway.
So every team, every manager since then.
Compared to 66.
And that comparison, not always fair.
No. Incredibly high bar to set. Impossible, almost.
So the ghost of 66, it's kind of always there.
Haunting English football.
A reminder of past glory, but also, the dream that hasn't been repeated.
Powerful way to put it, captures that mix of triumph and expectation.
Yeah, and how it affects the way people see English football, both inside the country and out.
Definitely shapes perceptions, definitely.
Like 66, it kind of cemented England's claim as, the home of football.
Right. This deep passion, this history.
But maybe it also created this, I don't know, sense of entitlement. Like England should always be at the top.
Which isn't realistic, of course.
No, not at all. But interesting how one victory can have such a lasting impact.
Oh, for sure. Shapes the whole narrative, the expectations.
Speaking of changes, how much has football itself changed since 66?
Oh, dramatically, completely different game now.
Faster, more tactical.
Way faster, the tactics, so complex now, and the players, fitter, technically amazing.
Has England kept up with all that?
Ups and downs, moments of real innovation, but also times when they seem to fall behind.
So 66 wasn't just this isolated event.
No, it was a catalyst.
Set in motion all these changes and challenges, still shaping the game today.
Exactly. And even though they haven't won the World Cup again.
Yet.
Exactly. The memory of 66. It still fuels the hopes of fans, the dreams of future players.
Yeah, it's like this reminder that these big wins, they can have this huge ripple effect.
Beyond the moment itself, lasting impact.
They shape who we are as a nation, inspired generations.
Shared history, shared pride.
Well said. So I guess that brings us to the end of our deep dive into 1966.
Quite a journey, wasn't it?
Stolen trophy, nail-biting final, so much drama.
And historical significance.
We looked at the events themselves, but also, like you said, their impact on English football, on England itself.
It's a story that keeps resonating, shows the power of sport to, capture us, inspire us, bring us together.
Really fascinating stuff. So until next time, everyone, keep exploring, keep asking questions, keep that spirit of discovery alive.
And who knows, maybe someday England will lift that World Cup again, add a new chapter to this whole saga.
We can always hope. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, folks.
My pleasure. Always fun to chat about this stuff.